You guys good? Yeah. Does everybody have a good childhood or whatever? I don't know what to ask people anymore. I used to say, did you have a good week? That doesn't feel topical to me now. I don't know what the fuck to say. I did have a pretty good week though. I got test results back and I do not have coronavirus. Thank you. Thank you. You may all have to sip with my water after the show. The doctor who gave me the results was being such a bitch about it though. It was weird. It was weird. She just kept being like, what you have is herpes. Stop coming to this clinic. We have talked about this happening. I got the vaccine. I'm sure this got the vaccine, right? So we'd be out licking doorknobs in Manhattan together. I felt about getting the vaccine the same way I felt when I lost my virginity. You know? Like, can everyone tell? You guys? I feel different. I did also lose my virginity that same day, so that's sort of connected in my mind. You guys are cool. Thank you. People feel nervous a lot of the time when I get on stage. I get that. My face does not inspire confidence and comedy audience. I know. I can see you look terrified. I just don't look like a lady who's going to tell you a joke, right? Look like a lady who's going to lead you in a sorority pledge. And a sorority resting face. It's a serious affliction. Doesn't matter what I do to try to cool up my outfit. I always just low key look like a lady who graduated in 2004. Who still comes to all the meetings. Because I'm just so excited to see what Tri Delta's going to do for charity this year. I really hope we send exfoliating masks to Haiti again. It's so dry there, you guys. It's so bad for their skin. I've never joined a sorority ever, and it's not just because they wouldn't let me. Damn you, Tri Delta. The best I could do for a sorority was the Girl Scouts. That's as close as I could come. Which, the Girl Scouts is just a sorority for little kids. If you think about it. It's a lot of the same shit, right? You have to pay all this money to have friends. Same. Sell all these baked goods to fundraise. Same. Give all those hand jobs. I don't know how other people earn their badges, but I wasn't going to learn to sew. I'm good with my hands, but I'm not that good with them. Is anyone a Girl Scout? Former Girl Scouts? Room full of whores, huh? We had to do this creepy pledge at the beginning of every meeting, where you had to hold 3 weird Hunger Games fingers in the air. What? And you would say, on my honor, I will try to serve God and my country. What? God and my country? I'm 7. What the fuck is about to be involved here? Excuse me, troop leader, I have homework. How long is this military exercise meant to take? I was limping on the way up here. I don't know if you caught that. I hurt my knee. That's because I'm 40, and the other day I was walking, and that's it. Tore my meniscus. I didn't fall down, I didn't trip, it's not an old football injury, I was just holding a coffee. Because when you're 40, you can tear your meniscus by just being a person. That was the only symptom I'd had up to that point. And then I had been on crutches for a long time in the city, which is a disaster. If you ever have to be on crutches in New York City, something becomes clear to you that we all kind of know in the back of our heads, and that's that everybody in this city is a fucking asshole. Oh, right. Why do I live here? They won't get out of your way in the street, they won't give their seat in the subway, they don't care. And when you're the person on crutches, you're like, fuck everybody in this town, right? But if you are a New Yorker, you've been on the other side of that, right? Linked to some shit behind somebody on crutches that you cannot get around, and you're like, come on! Now you're gonna be hurt now when I'm busy? It's rude, right? No, sir, just be on crutches in Times Square, that's fine. You do you. I just won't go to hot yoga. When you're on the train, you can't hold the pole like a regular person, because you don't hold the crutches, so you sort of have to hold it with your elbow and lean down like a sad little hobbit person. Kind of look forlornly into the eyes of everyone that does have a seat. And hope somebody will give you a seat. And so this one day on a crowded train, this guy looks at me and we make eye contact. I think he's gonna break. He's gonna give me the seat. He's not. So it's raining that day and I'm wearing a hat, and the hat, it's a fucking Red Sox hat, guys. Oh. This is a big deal if you're in New York. You're a Sox fan?
Sox.
Yeah, okay. You're not allowed to legally be a Sox fan in New York. I don't know if you know that. They will attack you when you go outside. It's not allowed. Listen, I'm not a sports. I didn't even know that it was a Red Sox hat, okay? I'm not a sports person. I know you look at me, you think like athlete, right? But I don't watch the sports. I only have the hat because one time I was in Boston and I needed a hat. And that was the whole story. I was like, oh, B for Boston, that's adorable. I'll take that one, fine. As a matter of fact, the time that I was in Boston, I was visiting grad schools, and my friend was like, oh shit, did you see Fenway when you were up there? And I was like, no, why? Is that a good school? Should I apply to Fenway? I did not get in. I was like, no, Asshole, it's a stadium. I'm like, whatever, asshole, you know I don't watch football, you know? So I'm wearing this hat, and this guy looks at me, he looks at the hat, he stands up, and he makes an announcement. He goes, yo, I give you my seat if you weren't wearing that stupid fucking hat. And then I started laughing because I thought that he was kidding, and then he did not give me the seat. And then, to add insult to injury, the whole train started clapping. Fuck this bitch and her stupid hat. And at first I was pissed off, and then I was like, you know what, no, this is very on brand, right? This is why I moved to New York, for this guy, right? Like, think of how New York that guy is, right? Like, that guy, he thinks of himself as a gentleman, all right? He's a gentleman. He's the kind of guy who gives seats to ladies on trains, huh? But he's also not no fucking traitor, okay? And it makes my city, not today. You want to get a seat in a train? How about you go up to Boston, get a seat on one of them fucking C trains? Guys, you get the label. We got one more comedian. Please give me a round of applause right now.